there, and welcome to Books with Coffee. Today I will be discussing a book I recently read called The Library Book by Susan Orlean. I just want to start off by saying that I really liked this book. I thought it was really well written, really intriguing, really thought-provoking, very well put together. It taught me something that I did not know anything about. I did not know anything about the LA Public Library or the fire, which the book is about. And so it was just really cool to take the time to learn something new about something that I truly value, which is libraries. The library book is about the fire that took place at the LA Public Library in 1986 at the central location. And it destroyed 400,000 books, which is a lot of books. Like 400,000 books beyond like they just had to be destroyed. Like there were some books that were damaged but were repaired and could be reshelved and are still being used today. But 400,000 were just out, which is crazy to me. That's a lot of books. It was just a really good book that really talks about not only the fire, but libraries in general. So she goes through the entire history of the LA Public Library and the different job titles that are held there, the different people that have held positions there. She interweaves stories of her talking to different departments at the library, like the children's section, the map section, just the general information section, and it's just really cool to see what each of these different areas are doing. I had no idea that there was, a section in libraries just dedicated to maps that they hold. Like, who knew? So it was just really cool to read about that and just to be reminded of like how important and powerful libraries are. I think we kind of forget about that on a day-to-day basis, and I know I do. And I use my library often, very, very often. So I think that's just a really great reminder to appreciate your library, support your library, love your library. So she doesn't also, she touches on the library, she touches on, the history, the jobs, the history of the LA Public Library, yada, yada, yada. But then she also weaves in stories about the crime of the fire to the library, which I thought was the best part of the book. Very interesting, and it follows this one gentleman and his role that they think that he played in the fire and whether or not that he did it. And in the end, you kind of have to put it all together. So it was just a really good book. I think I've said that numerous times now, but I just really recommend it, especially if you love books. I think it was really cool to learn about the criminal investigation into the arson of the library, but it's also just really cool to learn what our libraries are doing every day. So I think this book, if anything, is just a good reminder: support your local library, support your local branch, support your librarians. They do a lot for our community, and a library is a perfect place for anyone to use. No barriers, anyone is welcome, and it's a place that anyone can access knowledge and have the opportunity to learn. So head to your local library, and if you don't have a library card, go get a library card. But if you already have one, go to your local library and check out the book, The Library Book by Susan Orlean. You won't regret it, I promise. And after you've read it, let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear them. Thanks for stopping by.